With the first pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Anthony Edwards from the University of Georgia.
So Anthony Edwards with his mother and grandmother with him there in spirit. He knows which hat he can take out of that big box now, and it is the one that belongs to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Able to share the moment virtually with Commissioner Adam Silver. Anthony Edwards comes from Atlanta, Georgia. When he was just 3 years old, his dad started calling him Ant-Man, and it really started to stick. But he wasn't always destined to become a basketball player, because the Pop Warner Pee Wee Leagues for the Atlanta Vikings, he was running roughshod away from people. How in the world did Kirby Smart let him go play basketball? Look at that big fella get into the end zone. But he starred on the basketball court in high school. He became Georgia's biggest recruit since Dominique Wilkins, the Human Highlight film. And this past season for Tom Crean's Bulldogs, he led all Division I freshmen in scoring. He was the SEC Freshman of the Year. The vertical leap is over 40. He is a huge and explosive talent. Anthony Edwards fondly recalls those days growing up in Atlanta and the impact that both his mother and his grandmother had on him, whether it was taking him to Steak and Shake or his mom rewarding him for good games with Snickers and Skittles. Those memories are things that he will cherish forever.
My mom was smiling, always happy. Nobody could ever make her mad. She always worked hard for her kids. My grandma kept everything together. When we didn't have a place to stay, she let us come stay with her. I knew my mom and my grandma had cancer. My mom was in a lot of pain a lot of times, but she wouldn't show it. She'd just go to the hospital and just sit there for a couple of days. And my grandmother had been battling it for like 4 to 5 years. When my mom passed, I was 14 years old. And then probably like a couple months, like right after that, my grandma, she passes away. So it was terrible for our whole family. Everything I do, I wish they was here to see it. But my angels, my mom and my grandmother, they keep me uplifted. They wake me up every day with a smile on my face. I just keep going for them.
What a powerful story. And Anthony, with those two women that are behind you literally and figuratively in mind, with their legacies in mind, you've said that being the #1 pick would be exceptionally cool. Here we are. How does it feel?
I mean, it's an undescribable feeling. I mean, I can't even describe it. My family is emotional. I feel like when I get over here, I'm going to get emotional, and I'm just blessed to beyond measures to be in this situation.
And you said that your mother and grandmother have built you to be who you are, and you wouldn't be who you are today without them. How are you honoring their legacy today?
As you can see, my grandmother's right here, and my mother is right here. And the shirt that, with the collaboration I had, I got my grandmother's name and my mother's name in my shirt, so they're with me at all times.
Absolutely. This is a really special day for your family. We're wishing you all the best. Congratulations. I know this looks different, but happy #1 pick. Reese, back to you.
With the second pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select James WISEMAN from the University of Memphis.
James WISEMAN at his home in Nashville, Tennessee, played just a few games for Memphis this past season, but he goes second overall to Golden State. A big, versatile guy. He has his virtual moment with the commissioner, and he has his Golden State Warriors hat at the ready to go. He was the #1 recruit last year in 2019. Played for Penny Hardaway in high school and in college. Played 3 games at Memphis before withdrawing for the NBA draft. And you see that he was a force, and he was prepared. He had people talking in the preseason last year with WISEMAN and Precious Achiuwa both being at Memphis, that perhaps they would run it all the way to the Final Four. It didn't unfold that way, as WISEMAN had a long and winding road. He credits Penny Hardaway for making him into the player he is.
Me and Penny Hardaway, we met really in my junior year. He told me just how to approach the games, how to study film every day. He taught me about the game of basketball, how to think the game, and just like how to be in the game and how to be in the moment. He would tell me a lot of stories about Shaq, just like how he ran the floor for his size, and really just me and him studying film about Shaq. we mess up on a play or something, or like if I mess up or make a mistake, he'd be like, man, what you doing? You need to get back on defense. Or he'd be like, man, you messing up. Like, you really just messed up that play right there. Man, we gotta make this perfect. And then he'll just give me a death stare, like, then I'd be like, oh man, suicide, so gotta get on the line. You have a coach that already played in the NBA, and him knowing like how the NBA plays, it helped out my game a lot, and it really impacted my game in a positive effect.
Here is Wiseman's reaction to being selected second overall. Man, you never get tired, you never cease to be amazed by the emotion and the gravity of the moment when they know it's coming, and yet still when the moment happens, it hits really deep. He's just a tremendous thing.
Yeah, he is a complete package as a big guy. 7'1" with a 7'6" wingspan, incredibly mobile for his size, and he can finish at the rim. He's got really good feet, and you can see that little turnaround jumper. He can score in the post. He can step away, knock down a 17-foot jumper. But I think he can also stretch that out to NBA three-point range. He can block shots. He is a big-time rebounder and a lob threat as well. The question is going to be, has the game changed so much that a big guy like this, who I liken to a bigger Chris Bosh when he came out of Georgia Tech in 2003, I don't think the game's passed by great big guys, and I think James Wiseman has a chance in this league to be a great big man.
James Wiseman going second overall to Golden State, and the newest Warrior is with Malika.
Thanks, Reese. James, congratulations. After everything that you've been through, both personally and collegiately this year, what does it mean? How does it feel to finally call yourself an NBA player?
I mean, all praises be to God first, but just me going through this adversity made me stronger as a person, and I'm truly ready just to go to Golden State and just to go and just learn as much as possible and just be the best version of me and just work every day.
How have those rigors prepared you for what you were going to face in this league?
It's been great adversity, just having God on my side, just leading me throughout the way, having Coach P on my side, my family on my side, and really just building my mental toughness and just creating that chip on my shoulder to where I just stay humble but just work hard every day and just leave all the praise to God.
And because of the pandemic, James, you haven't played organized basketball in over a year. What, for those who haven't seen you play, what do you bring to this Golden State team?
Just versatility, be able to rebound, run the floor, block shots, and just space the floor out for my size. And I've been playing like a lot of pickup games and stuff this summer, and like I just been really improving my game every day. So I'm ready and I'm prepared.
Congratulations, James. Reese.
With the third pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select LaMelo Ball from Chino Hills, California.
LaMelo Ball goes third overall to Charlotte. Hey, look, this is LaMelo's night, but Lonzo still has bragging rights because he went second overall in 2017. And if you know the competitive spirit of the Ball brothers, I would say that after Lonzo gives him his time in the sun, probably won't let him forget that anytime soon. This Ball family is someone that basketball fans have become quite familiar with. Both parents played basketball in college. Lonzo and LiAngelo, both professional players as well. It has been a long and winding road for LaMelo to get to the NBA.
In ninth grade, I was Chino Hills, went 35-0. After that, Chino Hills again, sophomore year. And then left junior year, went to Lithuania. Came back, Pops created a league, did that in the States, and then had an all-star team, and then went overseas again, all overseas. And then Cleveland, went from there, and then Australia. Every time I go overseas, I feel like I learn something. So just pretty much with that, the whole living conditioning too, and playing on and off the court, I feel I learned a lot and grew from there.
The Hornets have talked about a slow build, but they may have a star, Mike.
Well, LaMelo's superpower is his playmaking. I think he's going to be one of the best passers in the entire NBA from day one. He can do it from all different angles, behind the backs, plays with a ton of flair, but he's really smooth with the ball in his hand. He has the ball on a string. He can change speeds. He can change directions. He's really, really shifty, much shiftier than his brother Lonzo. And there he is getting out in transition, showing the size there, every bit of 6'7". Not the most consistent perimeter shooter, shot around 25% from three this past season. Needs to tighten up his mechanics, but he's a shot maker. He's not afraid of the big moment. He can shoot it off the bounce. He can shoot it off the catch. He has deep range. He can create space with step back. So I really think the Charlotte Hornets got the best player in the draft here at number 3.
And they were in need of a star, too, with Kemba Walker having departed a year ago.
And this is a small market team, so they need a guy like that who they can hand the keys to.
How about a little history for the Ball brothers? They are the first brothers to be top 5 picks in NBA draft history. In fact, only one other set of brothers have been top 10 picks, and it's the Short brothers, Eugene and Purvis of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, who played in high school with former NBA coach Tim Floyd, too, as well. And look at this, 1995, LeVar Ball, the Carolina Panthers.
Wasn't it LeVar that said he could beat Michael Jordan in a one-on-one game?
LeVar said a lot of things.
So I'm just saying, now I have a chance since his son will be playing for Michael Jordan's team. This is going to be so interesting.
That's a great point, and could explain the pick altogether. Just Michael choosing that so he can put an end to that debate.